You're listening to Proudly Set, the LGBTQ plus community podcast where members of the community and their allies come together to share their experiences, tell their stories. I'm your host, John Hyland, and let's get into the next episode. We are back at the Pole Loft. We were here a few weeks back. It was fabulous. I was like in here like, oh my God, look at all these images. And I'm back again. That's a Drag Queen reference. Alyssa Edwards from season 5 of Drag Race.
Okay.
On
it.
One of them. I'm here with the fabulous Alena, who is the owner of the Pole Loft.
Yes.
Because we wanted to talk about how, like, you know, the importance of these spaces, why you decided to, like, set it up and, you know, continue being an amazing ally for our community. So, like, I don't even know where to start. Like, what brought you to Liverpool? That'd be a nice little start.
What brought me to Liverpool in the first place? Roughly about 16 years ago.
Love that.
Now, I came to Liverpool straight from Czech Republic for uni. So I came straight after high school to do uni. Yeah. I wanted to speak in English, and the unis in Czech, even though they have English programs, they wouldn't let me as a Czech join the English program. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to leave then.
That doesn't make sense.
I know. In their head.
Is it more like an international student thing?
Yes. So
they were save the places for more money.
Yeah, they were feeding international students in to those programs. So I came to Liverpool, when I was 19.
We're the same age.
Surprise!
As you explain, I'm like, we're the same age. I love that. I'm not a math person either.
Me neither.
So what did you study?
Forensic psychology and criminal justice.
Fuck off. What was the dream?
And I've obviously used it very well to set up a pole dance studio.
I mean, I'm sure this is far more fun.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. The dream was to be a forensic psychologist in prisons. But before I managed to finish the course, they actually scrapped that role in prisons.
Oh. Probably because they were really scared about Harley Quinn.
100%. Yeah.
That film might have come out and it's like, yeah, maybe let's not have a Lady Gaga go crazy.
But yeah, no, I worked in addiction settings for a very long time. Whilst I set up the studio, and then it kind of tipped the scales, and then I got brave, and I gave my notice in and went full time with the studio.
See, I find that quite inspirational. As someone who's recently gone into self-employed freelance world, it's like, just keep at it.
Yeah. It's just, you have to grind. You have to keep grinding, and it's scary, especially if you start something when you've got like that safety net, the paid employment, and tipping the scales is the scariest thing. And if you're just waiting to get to a stage where, like, because I used to say this to myself, like, when I get to this stage, that's when I quit, and then you just never get there because you're not giving it 100% because you're still like your 9 to 5 Monday to Friday is somewhere else. So it was scary. It was a little bit less scary because my job let me have like a year out.
Right, okay.
So they didn't pay me, obviously.
We'll just pay you for a year for not being here.
But they kept the role for me. So if I decide to come back, I would have a role.
Which is nice. It's not a lot of companies do that.
Yeah, exactly. So that was nice. And I just didn't go back.
Hey, that's kind of the best like outcome, to be fair. So was pole like something that you were kind of already doing before you came here, or did you discover it when you came to uni?
I discovered it when I came here, but it wasn't in uni, because a lot of things were not really accessible to me because I was from a different country. So it was just a bit harder those days. So I saw it happen and I was like, this looks amazing. I want it on. And got a Groupon voucher. Good old Groupon.
Why not? You know what? You find some stuff on Groupon.
Took a friend with me. She lasted, I think, 2 classes, and
it seems to be a recurring theme with pole. You go as a duo. One goes nah, and the other one it becomes their life.
Yeah, and it has become so. I was so obsessed with it, and still am. And then from like doing pole on a carpeted floor in a function room,
that sounds
in a
painful.
pub, in Bootle. Yeah, on a pole that was as tall as me.
Wow.
Yeah, much thicker as well than what we have poles now. Those were the days, seriously. But yeah, that's where it kind of began, and fast forward, and
you just fell in love with it.
Yes, it is so empowering.
Yeah.
It was the way it made me feel like I am doing, like I'm achieving something. My body is achieving something. And also like just the gratefulness, like, wow, I can do this. Like this feels amazing. I feel strong. I feel confident and don't get me wrong, this hasn't come straight away. But I was the person who just, there was nothing. There was no confidence. I did not appreciate myself, my body, nothing at all. I just like, not to use a strong language, but I kind of really disliked myself and everything
Yeah,
about
I
it.
understand. I can understand that.
And through a process, and mainly through Pole, that has just completely transitioned into something different. And then I just wanted everyone else to get a piece.
So what made you decide I'm going to open my own studio?
So I was teaching. I'd started teaching. So I was doing Pole for about 2 years, I think, 2.5 years maybe, then started teaching, then injured myself quite badly, tore a hamstring, so I had to stop. And I did a yoga teacher training course.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, yeah, I'm going to teach yoga. That'll be good as well,
From one thing to
alongside,
another,
yeah. And I did the teacher training course here in this studio, but it was called a B-yoga studio.
Right.
So it was a yoga studio, and started teaching here. And then the owner was like, look, I kind of don't want to run this anymore. It's time to give it up. Do you want it?
Wow.
So me and my husband were like, yeah, go on, let's do it. Let's try it. So we actually took it over as a yoga studio, run it as a yoga studio. And then I was like getting the itch, and I was like, but Pole and
Pole.
and look, the room is big, the ceilings are great, and I can just like do a little private every so often, and then I can do a class like once a week, twice, 3, 4 times a week. Who needs yoga?
Yeah, let's just make it Pole.
And it kind of like we at times we kept it like alongside, so it was yoga and Pole, and then it's just transitioned into fully Pole.
Wow.
Especially after COVID. Like it was just fully Pole, and it's now fully Pole.
I love that.
Basically.
So it's kind of like right place, right time.
Yeah, it kind of everything like folded and transitioned and moved
fell into place.
Yeah. So it wasn't kind of like I woke up and was like,
I will
open a Pole studio. It kind of happened along the way. It was like a journey.
I like that though, because it feels like there's times when I go, I believe the universe has something set out, but I also believe I also like free will. But that does feel like a bit of a this feels like this was meant for me.
Yeah, I think definitely a guidance. And then so we've been 6 years in January. So for 3.5, 4 years, I ran it alongside my full-time job. Then dropped on the last year, I dropped 1 day. So I was working 4 days a week, and then, decided to take that year out, test it out. And then I moved away.
Why not? You know what? And this is what everyone's entrepreneur dream is: be able to open a business and then sod off and let it run itself.
Do you know what? Leaving this was the hardest thing.
I can imagine, because it sounds like it was your baby.
It
Very
is
much
like
so.
my first baby. And it was the hardest thing was to leave this, not the house, not like the area and
The studio.
But this was hard. And loads of people were telling me from outside, not the studio obviously, but from outside, like, Alena, just sell it. It'll be a nightmare running it from a different country. And I was like, watch me do this. Because I am not selling this. Like, it's just the community that everybody has built here. I just thought, no, I was not ready to like.
I just picked up on what you just said there. This community that everyone's built, not that I've built, that everyone's built. It's a very much a family thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I try. I hope that I say that a lot, but I try to say it all the time because, I may have opened the doors and put the classes on and got the instructors to run it, but in the end, it's the people that come here that make it.
Yeah,
and we have got some incredible people here.
So when you first started doing it, was it very much because like I've said this a few times recently, since it seems like I've managed to bump into many Pole type people. That sounds so weird saying that.
We're everywhere.
You really are. Has it always been like a queer space?
Probably not as like visible or open from the beginning. So I am a huge ally, but I had to get there as well. It was a growth, it was development, and I'm learning all the time. And if we get things wrong, which is bound to happen, I hope we try to learn and try and do better. But I think at the beginning it wasn't as probably, I don't want to say in your face, but kind of like as visible or as like pickable up on.
Yes.
Is that a word?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like it wasn't like because I feel like now we do kind of not associate it. It's very female dominated.
Yeah.
But very queer female dominated as well, as then you throw in the odd gay man who's like. But yeah, I do know exactly what you mean. Because right now you can very much go, oof, yeah, queer as fuck. But maybe not so much previously.
Yeah. And I think that goes with like the development of social media as well. Because before it wasn't as big social media, so the images weren't as everywhere as they are now. Whereas I do get now people messaging and saying, "Oh, your studio looks really welcoming. I'd love to try a class." But our ethos haven't really changed since the beginning. We're welcoming to everybody. But I think with social media and with word of mouth and with people saying that they feel comfortable, it kind of grows and becomes a bigger thing. But it's definitely a huge learning process because, I personally haven't had those experiences that some of our students, instructors have. So it's always really important to me to listen to the community, to listen to what's going on, and to make adjustments and adapt as needed, so people do feel safe and welcome.
So, out of sheer curiosity and maybe a little ignorance, coming from the Czech Republic, what are attitudes like there, or / were when you were there? I'm gonna have to make a joke now because as a gay man, there's many a gay porn reference from the Czech Republic, so I'm sure that's just one very small hidden side of it.
Yeah, it's like this is one thing that like I hate about it probably is we're very much 10-20 years behind. Like especially with this type of stuff is it's taboo. It's taboo. We don't talk about it. Visibility, not much, really. And I think people still carry a lot of shame and not feeling confident enough to voice anything or to be themselves, to show their identity, which is really sad, especially having like lived most of my adult life here. Sometimes my family's like, "Oh, no, you can't say stuff like that here.
Yes, I
like,
can.
You can't say," and I'm like, I struggle with that a lot. And with the Pole studios as well, it's so different. It is so different. Like it's literally, again, it's like, I don't know, 15 years ago here.
So like the type of people who attend in a Pole studio in Czech.
Yeah. So it's like you're athletic, predominantly white, very fit, young students, and the attitudes, and then it's like we really, really try so hard to pay, and talk about it all the time, to pay homage to the people that have made pole dancing for us feasible for it to happen, that we like regular people can go to a studio and dance and learn and stuff like that. In Czech, no, we don't talk about that.
Interesting.
No, we don't even mention that like that's still like a terrible dirty word and stuff. It's with that I really, really struggle with that.
So was that moving here an eye-opener, or was you always a bit of more of a liberal-minded individual, or was it coming to Liverpool like, oh fuck, what's all this?
I think I was, not that I was very liberal, but it's kind of when you grow up in an environment that is a certain way, then you don't really know that there's more.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
So and because I came over when I was 19, so I was like, okay, open, and I traveled a lot before that as well. So I was very, I loved, learning about different cultures, different people, and meeting new people. And I think that being here has shaped me into a person that I definitely would rather be than if I stayed in Czech.
Yes.
Like 1,000%. Like I'm very grateful for what I've learned and how Liverpool, because I didn't live anywhere else, but how Liverpool has shaped me through my time here.
We love to hear that. World in one city and all that jazz.
And I go back to Czech and I'm like, right, no, you need to do this. You need to talk about this and you need to do that. And everyone's like, what?
Little fire starter.
Yeah.
Which is why your parents are like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
I know, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, trying in Czech, but it's very closed up still. Yeah. Very, very hard, very difficult there.
So is that kind of why you like, because of how Pole is in the Western world, shall we say, is that why you made a big thing of like, you know what, it is very popular within the queer community, so let's make it as not as queer as possible, as you said before, as welcoming as possible? Has that been a bit of a mission kind of thing?
Definitely, because I speak to so many people about their experiences, and I'm just like, I just want to have a space for people where like they can come in and for that hour they don't have to think about anything else. Yeah. Everything they leave at the door, not just like shopping lists and what I need to tidy, but all the crap, all the shit, everything that's weighing on them, just leave it at the door. Yeah. Because Pole is so demanding, you do have to really focus on it, and I think that's what like helped me, and I think hopefully that helps a lot of people. Like, okay, this is the only thing I can think about, can't think of anything else.
Yes.
And like you've got the time and the opportunity to be you. Whoever you are outside can stay outside if you want for that hour, and you can just be you. Like, especially after becoming a mum now as well, like coming back here and having that time to Pole, I'm like, oh my God, yes, I am still me. Like I am still that person. Yeah. I am not just a mum kind of thing. So that's for me. Not everybody will feel like that, but yeah, just having that escape and that restart, refresh, and you can come in. I know for myself, like I come in and I'm feeling a bit down or something's weighing on me, and you have that hour, you come out, you're like, oh, that was so good. I hurt, but that was so good.
I hurt, but it was so good. I made some boss shapes.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. But then, so just on the I'm not a business person, but on the business, you own this entire building, right? Or this side of the building?
So we rent.
Right. Oh, okay. Sorry.
So yeah, we don't know. We rent the top floor basically because underneath is Greg's. Oh. If you can smell that. Coming up the stairs, a little sausage roll.
Yeah, I was coming in thinking, do I get a little sausage roll on the way back? Nope, I've got to be in an award ceremony tomorrow night, so no.
I do think that, we should be getting some like discounts and stuff from Greg's because, I think we keep the business going a lot.
I've just got a lovely vision of like on Pole with a full-on pastry in their hand.
We should do an ad for them.
Oh my God.
Spinning with a sausage roll.
On the pole. You've got
upside down.
You've got a marketing thing there. Go have words.
So we rent this, but like loads of people as well say when they come up, like, oh my God, didn't know this was here.
That's why it's called the Loft.
Yeah, I think it used to be the benefits office or the Dole.
Okay.
Like yeah.
From the benefits of it to a Pole studio.
Rightly so.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, but we've got the main room where most of the classes happen. Then we've got another smaller room where like privates happen.
Oh, okay.
And there's another room, is the therapy room. So we've got therapists, in-house therapists as well that have sessions here too.
Combination of both external and if the Poles does need some moral support.
Yeah, exactly. Got it all. Greg's downstairs, the whole shebang.
I'm having a day. I'm getting a pasty. I love that. Yeah. So what do you see as kind of like what you want? Well, what would you know what you want? I think this already is the space that you've kind of set out it to be. From the people that I've spoken to when I come here, like I made the joke before off camera, like when I was last here, I did a little sneaky story of the studio, and about 3 people messaged me going like, "That's my home," which is a lovely thing. I must mean for you to hear people saying that, because like I think if someone says like that's where they go for their safe space, like how does that make you feel? It's like that's what I wanted to do.
Do you know what? Like whenever someone says that, I almost can't believe that. It's just, I think we were talking about it off the camera as well. Like you do your bit, you try your best with your baby, with your thing, and you don't actually like ever think that the impact it's having,
Yeah.
or the like what was happening. And when someone says that, I'm like, oh my god, seriously, like, is this actually? And not gonna lie, when like I get a text like that, I will do a dance. I will have a little cry with every single one. It doesn't matter if it's one or if I get a couple in a week or something. It's just it really, really warms my heart, because like I don't know what the end vision is. And I kind of don't really want to have end vision, because that would just mean I am reaching to somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, I always bring my bar higher each time. So I'll send you some pictures maybe from when we opened, what it looked like.
Very different.
Very different. That was like a brick wallpaper on the inside of the studio.
To make it look like a loft.
That's kind of where the word came from. But so I feel like there's always the next step, always the next thing, always to reach somewhere else, always to do something new, to make it accessible, to make it welcoming, to make people feel good here, and spread the word. Yeah, so don't know where it will take us, but my aim is just to keep going.
I like that. So I was going to say, like, what do you think the future goal is? And the fact that, so when I was in Northern Ireland, I kind of fell into politics, and there was always this phrase that I learned and I quite liked. So they were always asked, like, what do you want your number of seats to be? And the leader would always go, I'm not going to say a number, because that means it's put a ceiling on our ambition. And I don't want to put a ceiling on the ambition, which is precisely what you've just said. Like, I just want it to just keep going. And as we grow, and it becomes what it becomes, rather than I want it to become this. Then what?
Exactly, because I think it's not about me. It's about the community. So I might have an idea of, I want to do this, but then it might not work with the community. It may not suit the community. So I kind of let myself be led by the community and by our instructors, because our instructors have incredible ideas as well. So like just honing that and building that, and just seeing what happens and where it goes to.
Has that happened in the past, where it's like, you know, you've had feedback, you're like, well, let's go with it then?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'm very like, if I, obviously, you know, you have to make business decisions. It has to be kind of, you know, a little bit at least thought through. But no, I love when ideas get brought to me, and especially now, because at the moment I live in Czech Republic, so we come over every 4 to 6 months for a month. So I am kind of,
what's going on?
I am kind of I'm kind of withdrawn, so I'm not present in the community as much. So I'm very relying on students, on our instructors, on like to kind of bring me ideas and tell me kind of what is the vibe, because like what we discussed before, it's so different in Czech, so I can't can't go off that.
In the same breath though, like, do you see things in Czech and go, oh, maybe that could not that could work, but like you learn something over that, to a bit more, maybe, I don't want to say this in an offensive way, like a bit closed-minded, and be like, you know what, that actually could work.
No, there is a few things that I've picked up on, or even just like that something has happened, I'm like, oh, but if we do it this way, that would work. No, definitely, because I still like, because this is my community as well, I'm trying to have that in Czech too. So I've like started hoop, which I haven't done before. So hoop silks.
Wow.
And best thing about silks, we have got a really high bridge in the city centre, and we just hang off that. It's brilliant in a park. Safety notice.
This just went through my brain there, and oh my god, I imagine it looks fabulous.
The photos are brilliant. Listen, we all do it for the photos.
Oh my god, who's holding the net?
But so no, I do try and get inspired and try different things as well, and see whether we could kind of mold it to work for us as well.
Silks though.
Try silk, the bloody hard.
I mean, I've watched someone do it, and I'm like, how, and it's holding your body weight, and it's like,
like out of all of it I've tried so far, I find silk's the hardest.
I can imagine
the hardest. Like, it's lovely, but it's very humbling.
What a way to describe it. It's very humbling. I don't even want to ask what you mean by that.
The last time I was on the silks, because it was, I think, a few weeks ago. It was probably about 3-4 weeks ago. Suddenly there was loads of snow that has fallen, and the park looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
So obviously
Bitches.
Me and my friend were like, let's go hang off the bridge for a bit. It's bloody freezing, but the pictures are going to look amazing.
Yeah.
So we were there like with our leotards freezing. And because it was so cold, the silks were so slippy.
No.
Our hands were like proper like T-Rex hands, but no, it was totally worth it. Totally worth it. The pictures are amazing.
And that's what it means. That's what we suffer for our art.
That's what we do for the love of Ariel.
Jeez. Is that what you mean by hoop? Do you mean like the what going up into the air hoop or the spinny thing?
Oh, yeah.
That sounds
in
so
the
dismissive.
aerial
Sorry,
hoop, yeah.
The spinny thing.
No, aerial hoop, yeah.
You just like danger, don't you?
Do you know what's the most bizarre thing about it? I am petrified of heights.
Really? So what's going through your brain when you're practicing?
I don't know. This is going to not sound logical, okay? I feel when I'm on the pole that I'm holding onto the pole, I trust my body on the pole. So that's all right.
Yeah.
Hoop, I can sit there. Yeah,
okay.
I can sit into the hoop. Silks, yeah, that kind of brings my stomach a bit... Yeah, especially if I try and do a drop or so. But get me, like in the studio, the ceilings are about 3 meters. I have to get on the ladder to screw the top bit in when we install them.
Right.
I shake like a pudding. I am petrified. Like I'm holding the drill, going, somebody hold the
And yet
the
you're
ladder.
jumping off a bridge.
And then, yeah.
With silks.
Yeah. See, that's it. It's not going to be logical. Thank you.
I mean, all the best people are, but wow.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. That must be some sort of like, adrenaline.
Yeah, you're adrenaline junkie.
Thing.
That's what it is, clearly.
Wow. Not as bad, though. I know worse people. God.
I don't know where to go with that. Yeah, let's just do death-defying acts for photographs. I mean, what else would you do, to be fair? What else would you do, to be fair?
Yeah.
So, okay, so you came to Liverpool. You're currently back in Czech.
Mm-hmm.
Is there plans to come back?
Oh.
So only because I have obviously spoken to a couple of people and it does seem you're very well loved and respected, and I think people seem to like it when you're here.
I love it here. You're gonna make me cry now.
Yes.
Like honestly, it's been 2.5 years nearly
since you've been back here permanently.
Back in Czech Republic.
You've been in Czech Republic.
Yeah, so I moved.
2.5 years.
So I went back. Sad story. My dad was really ill, and I decided, and I always said, when I came to England, I said, if something happens, I'm going back. That's it. So we decided to go back. We sadly didn't make it before my dad passed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So thank you. But I was also at the time pregnant. So I was like, I want my baby to be born in Czech Republic.
Fair.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, let's do it. So 8 months pregnant, driving from Liverpool.
Wow.
With some of our stuff and our husky to Czech Republic.
Wow.
2.5 years ago, nearly. So we've been there since, and we are actually going to be coming back.
Oh, really? What's made that decision?
Because I just miss it.
Fair.
I just miss it. I think especially like recently, the last couple of visits when I stayed for a month instead of just a week or 10 days, I came to the studio and it's like a weight has fallen off my shoulders. And when I talked about a little bit about the identity, like in Czech, I'm a mom, and don't get me wrong, I bloody love being a mom. I adore my child, and we do everything together, and this best time. But also, I just need me.
Yeah.
I also need that piece of me.
Yeah.
And when I come here and I dance or I teach and I'm with the students and with my friends, because they are all my friends basically, it fills my cup in a different way.
Love that.
Yeah, and I miss it too much. And I also want my daughter to see that and to know that it's important to do things for you, not just for everybody else. So announcement.
Part of the press.
We are coming back this year.
Love that. And I love the fact that, you know what, it's all about being a role model for your daughter, which is so nice, because I think, you know what, in this day and age, we need to have those powerful women that we can look up to. And 100%. I think you're definitely being seen as one of them.
Oh, Thank you.
Honest to God, like I think when I was first reached out to by Tony about like, you know, coming to talk on the podcast, straight away was I'd love to do it. I would love for Alena to be on it as well. Like she was basically positioned you without you probably even telling you.
No, she told me, I was like,
You're doing a podcast.
Are you sure you don't want to do it? Like, I think it'll be better if you do it. And she was like, no, you can do it. You can do it. I was like, I don't know, I can't do it.
I think it's important as well because I think right now the LGBT community across the board, predominantly our trans community, are being like attacked like fuck. And allyship is really important. And I think we've mentioned it multiple times, but I think, again, we should mention it again. You've got a
100%.
fabulous community here. So it's like, it should be celebrated. And the fact that, yes, I appreciate what you're saying around like, it's the community here. But you, as you said, you open the doors.
Yeah.
So, you know, you want to maintain that and continue. I'm going to make you cry, aren't I? I'm watching your face.
I know. It's like, I cannot take like compliments and
I'm
stuff.
like that too, fair.
Yeah, it's terrible. Maybe terrible, maybe not, because it then kind of keeps you humble, doesn't it? But no, like 100%, the communities, LGBTQIA plus, and especially like you mentioned, trans communities, what is happening, and I'm trying to keep up with it because obviously Czech is like, oh, we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep up with it from Czech as well, and it's scary. It's really frightening, and I just like I try and reach out to our community as well and say, right, what else can we do? Like,
Yes.
because obviously it's not my experience, so I can only come up with things that I can potentially see, but not from my own experience. So I always, you know, I'm very grateful if someone says or shares something and goes, you can do this, you can do this. I'm like, yes, okay, brilliant. We'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah.
And that's what it is sometimes. I think so we'll come at time of recording, we're coming up to TDOV, Trans Day Visibility, which it's all about celebrating trans people. And some of the voices I've heard is like, just talk to us and just see what's up to us. So the fact that you're doing that.
Yeah. No, try like one of I'm going to mention a very, very emotional moment from so we run a Christmas showcase.
Okay.
So it's just for the studio, and students who want to perform at the Christmas showcase. And we've had a performance in the Christmas showcase that was about coming out and about transitioning, and it has like touched me so much, and it's still on the forefront of my mind every single day since when did we have it? 29th of November or something like that was the Christmas showcase last year. Yeah. I bawled my eyes out because I felt like, obviously not feeling it the same way.
Yes, of course.
But I felt like very touched and very affected in a positive way to make make a difference and do what we can do. So it is always on the forefront. And we used to run last year in the summer queer pole classes,
okay,
which then we had to sadly take off for a little bit because they weren't as attended or successful. But so we decided we're going to revamp it.
Okay,
and we're going to make it something different, what people will want, not what I think would work.
Yes, speaking to the community.
And it is going to come back.
Love that.
Yeah, we're like always, sometimes, you know, when you're not in the community and you don't know the behind the scenes, you kind of look out, you're like, okay, they're not doing things or something. But yeah, no, even behind the scenes, we're always, especially driven by our instructors, always try and do something that will help and will aid, even if it's just what we spoke about, that hour out.
Yes.
Of the world on fire.
Exactly. And you know what, just on that, I think that's a lovely thing to close on, by the way. It just highlights, so in recent times in the news, there's an actor that I really, really like, is really frustrating. Timothy Chalamet criticised the likes of ballet and opera, saying that there isn't a demand.
Right.
Yeah, there isn't a demand for it, kind of thing, when there clearly is. But all I've seen on TikTok and Instagram since is just constant performers going like, not needed, not wanted, what? And it's like showcasing it. And the fact that you just, the emotional feeling you got from a performance says all that it needs to be said.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Just because that person doesn't think there's any need for it doesn't mean that the rest of the world thinks the same. And especially art, you just can say so much through art and performance that sometimes people won't say through words. Or, you know, I like struggle with words, as you can tell sometimes.
Oh, you've been very articulate today.
Sometimes, and and just like expressing yourself, and people, like, everyone has different way to express themselves, and those outlets are so important, and it's so important that people find that outlet that works for them.
Yes, I like that. That stopped me in my tracks. Then you've got to find your outlets. Yeah, you got to. Yeah, tell me to shut up, Jesus. Find your outlet. I love that. So just to close off, like, if people want to find out more about yourself and the Pole Loft, where can they find out more? Whether it's to get involved or just to learn a bit more.
So social media.
Yeah, as we just mentioned.
So the Pole Loft on Instagram, we're thepoloft.liverpool, and we've got a website, thepoloft.com. And that's probably the best ways. There's always email addresses everywhere, where on social media and on the website as well. There's contact forms, so you can reach us directly. My WhatsApp number is on social media as well, and on the website. It's a business one. Okay, cool. I have made a transition to a business WhatsApp number. But I always I try and say that I am reachable and I'm accessible, and people can talk to me, even though I might not be visible here all the time. Yes. I want people to know they can talk to a human, and I do hate the sound of my own voice, but I do send a lot of voice notes because I just think they are personal.
It's context.
Yeah. And exactly. Sometimes messages are just misread, and things come up from that shouldn't have and stuff. So I try to be very, very personal and very connected. And so social media, website, contact forms, emails, WhatsApps.
And get it, because that studio is fabulous. It is fabulous, and it's a beautiful little hidden gem. It's a beautiful little hidden gem.
It is quite, and a lot of people say, "Don't even know he was here,"
which is nice, and they go, "Coming back." But no, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for sharing your story. Because I think we touched on a lot there.
We have managed to do a lot. I didn't even think we're going to do that much.
No, 36 minutes, babe.
My life.
Where's the red book? This is your life. No, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And again, thank you so much for what you're doing for this segment of the community. Because I know from comments, I've said it multiple times today, I just really want to make you a tear shed.
I know.
It's very much appreciated. So keep doing what you're doing.
And if we can do more, just let us know.
Thank you for listening to Proudly Said. If you enjoyed this episode and want to hear more, check out the rest of our episodes where you listen to your podcasts. If you want to support the podcast and keep this conversation going, consider joining The Front Row, our exclusive membership program for less than £3 a month, where you get exclusive access and so much more. Check out our website for more information, proudlysaid.co.uk.